Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
And now, how's it? Can you say it a little more, with a little more presence? And now. I think we're going to take, just kind of put a little frame around now. Right. And now. That's good, Ray. I think we've got it. Can we take just one more to be sure? And now. Oh, I lost the and on that one. Right. Try to make them as distinct as you can. And now. Now, can you just put them together? Try again. That's too late. I was going to say, you threw me off, Bob. I was going to say, and now, Bob, Elliott, and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network, but I guess it's too late now. We're already doing it. Hey, we want to thank all the fellows at KENS, our CBS station in San Antonio, Texas, for the terrific piece of mail they sent us. Did you see that? Yeah, it was a whale seal and everything. The whole thing, really great. And enjoyed it very much. I don't think Dave is down in San Antonio at all. Well, Cato has gone out to check it out. He has. We can expect him anytime. Okay. And if you'd like a picture of Dave, of course, you write to us here at the Bob and Ray Show, 485 Madison Avenue, New York. Up at the Polo Grounds is the big motor race, and it's going to be going on all evening. And our Motodom announcer, Hector Greasepit Grogan, is standing by, and throughout the show, we'll be cutting to him up there at the Polo Grounds. You probably heard of Grogan. He's had a long career, both as a mechanic and then a driver, and now as more or less an expert on describing automobile races, high-powered race cars. I think this will be kind of a first, an unusual one. Tom Sheedy is nodding. I think the line is open, so come in, please. From the Polo Grounds, Hector Greasepit Grogan.
Right. They're off, and it was a fine mass start that you just heard. By now, the butterflies are out of their tummies and they're really going with 2 ERAs well in the lead. Moss and Douglas Howell. Number 3 ERA was well behind. He made a bad start. Now, in this first lap, we've had quite a lot of retirements. We've had the front-wheel drive Elvis. We've had the six-cylinder blown animal car. I'm very sorry to see that in. But I did hear earlier in the day it is having trouble with its blower drive. And also, now let me look down the picture and see who's in. The Alpha is in and one of the ERAs. Now, there they come again, going very fast. Really going like balls. The other animal car is still going strong. Number 31 is a 3098 Vauxhall. Unlike Colonel Felston's car in the States, it's two-seater. The body is being cut off and the big bolster tank put back.
Cut it just now.
Thank you, Greasebit.
We'll be going back to him later, folks.
Is he wearing his earphones so he'll hear us when we call him in again?
He knows that we've just cut him off. We'll be going back to him later. It's very exciting.
What we came back for, particularly right now, is to tell you about the fun you can have with a Columbia stereophonic high-fidelity portable phonograph. You'll enjoy not only listening to them, but looking at it, too, because the selection of 7 new portables come in smart color combinations.
Well, I'll tell you, folks, there's more quality and more features, more styling built into these new Columbia portables than ever before. And you can play stereo and regular records on these phonographs, too. As a matter of fact, stereo is beautiful, but even regular records take on an added dimension when you play them on one of these stereophonic high-fidelity phonographs by Columbia. So thrill to the excitement of Stereo One by Columbia, number 1 in the wonderful world of sound. See them at your smiling Columbia dealer today. Is Greasebit standing by, or should we wait? Let's call in Greasebit.
Get him back again. I'd like to hear how that came out.
There are quite a lot of rather interesting little scraps going on. You know, a race within a race. Moss is drawing away from Howell now. There's no question. There's no question
well, whatever it was, we don't have time for it right now, Greasebit.
We'll go back to you a little bit later, Greasebit, but right now we have a big feature right here. Now it's time for Ace Willoughby, International Detective.
The world is my beat. My passport is nothing more than a ticket to trouble.
Senor Willoughby, good to see you again. What brings you down here?
Well, Captain Otero, my client, in a certain matter, is a Mr. L.
Mr. L, but I thought he...
I know. So did everybody. Otero, would it surprise you to know that I have Mr. L's key?
The key?
Surprises you, doesn't it? Well, it's this way. The key means a lot to a great many people. Mr. L wants to know who they are.
But how will you find them, Willoughby?
Otero, I'm not going to find them. They're going to find me. I've already started things. I'm registered at the Panama Hotel as Ace Willoughby, care of Mr. L, keeper of the key. I think the hotel clerk noticed it, too.
Willoughby, a word of caution. There are many who seek the key. Be careful.
Relax, Carlos. I can take care of myself. If anything comes up, I'm headed back to the hotel. And Carlos, you ought to take care of the flies around here.
Come right in, Willoughby. We've been waiting for you. No sudden moves, Willoughby. This gun is pointed right at your arm.
Well, there's quite a gang of you here. Maybe we should have a party.
The key, Willoughby. Where is it?
I never knew a crook who didn't want something.
The key.
What makes you think I'd be stupid enough to carry the key around with me?
We can find out in a hurry, Willoughby.
You crooks. No finesse, no brains, just plain muscle. Now, if you fellows figure on roughing me up, just remember this. A guy who's unconscious is a guy who can't talk.
Swede, Larry, Frenchie, Herman, Tex, Willis, Laws, Steve, Dutch. Go get him.
Hey, you guys. Remember what I told you about an unconscious man? Ow!
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Back up and let me take a look at him.
Hey, he looks unconscious to me.
He is. Quickly, spirits ammonia. Now, hold this under his nose.
What happened? Where am I?
Willoughby, a few minutes ago, you said unconscious men don't talk.
Well, if that's what I said, I meant it.
Do you know what's in this bottle?
What?
Spirits of ammonia. We can keep smashing you around the room and waking you up anytime we feel like it.
That's something I didn't count on. Look, I'll make a deal with you guys. You can have the key when they shovel snow on the equator.
Swede, Larry, Frenchie.
No, all right. No, wait a minute. All right. Here's the key. If I can't count on being unconscious, there's no sense in carrying out this charade at all.
Sure, good sense, Willoughby. Auf Wiedersehen.
You know, a wise person in Spain once taught me that a man who overeats is a man who's had enough. Adios.
And right now we've had signal from the polo grounds that one of the most exciting moments in this evening's race is about to take place. So let's call in our Bob and Ray automotive reporter, Greasepit Grogan.
Now we've got a little bit of a lull. Green car off again. I think it's the little Delta. And the other camel car that was in the pits. There go the leaders. Howe still leading. The distance between them seems about the same. That is the length of 4 English automobiles or 1 Eldorado Cadillac. There's a Type 51 Bugatti on the course somewhere, going very regularly, very nicely. We'll see it go around in a minute. And the chaps who pull sounds out of the air will catch you its note. Real bug enthusiasts, the complete dyed-in-the-wool ones, say there's no sound in the world like a Grand Prix bug in full cry, and maybe, friends, they've got something there. I've also seen another ERA having a scrap with, there goes my old Alpha going great guns, mudsliding it.
Right. Okay, Greasepit. Unfortunately, there was a lull there as we called him in. We thought it was the exciting part, but I guess not. It's time that we get over, though, to our showbiz corner right now. Hi, and welcome again to Bob and Ray's Showbiz Corner. Today, an interview with a sick comic, a ventriloquist. Let's say hello to Eddie Ha-Ha Bostwick and his dummy, Eric.
All right.
Eric is an unusual-looking dummy, Eddie. Is there a reason for that?
You mean the horn-rimmed glasses?
Well, that's part of it. And then there's the receding hairline, the shadows under his eyes. Well, you know, he looks altogether jaded.
I get lots of humor out of him with wry comments. Comedy hits much harder when a person isn't expecting it.
Where did you and Eric last work, Eddie?
Well, we appeared at a health club last week.
Gee, that's an unusual place for a ventriloquist to appear.
After we did our act, people around the health club felt a lot better.
Well, they liked it, did they?
Well, nobody turned a hose on us, if that's what you mean, but we're not going back there. The atmosphere is too turgid.
Now, you're what is known as a sick comic. Would you explain to our listeners what that means?
Well, it's hard to define. I'd say a sick comic is an artist who doesn't let humor stand in his way when he's appearing at a nightclub.
I guess you guys think it's more important to make an audience think, not laugh.
I got a laugh last week. It shook me.
Could we hear about it, Eddie?
Well, you see here where Eric's leg is a little bent. Happened when he dropped off my knee about a month ago. Anyhow, about this laugh I got.
Yeah.
While I was on stage, a guy from the audience hollered, "Hey, your dummy's got a broken leg."
And the laugh you got stems from your response to that observation?
Right. I shouted back, "I know he's got a broken leg. After the show, I'm going to take his arm off and use it as a splint."
Well, that was a swell comeback.
Oh, yeah. There's the man on the front table who laughed so hard surgery was required on his stomach.
Hey, Eddie, can you give our listeners a little sample of your comedy? Nothing much. I mean, just the opening, maybe.
Well, the atmosphere here isn't oppressive enough, really.
Well, I shut all the doors and windows as soon as I heard you were coming.
Yeah, I thought I felt a little breeze like fresh air. You know?
No. So, will you do your regular opening?
All right, well, my opening remarks, of course, addressed to Eric here.
Yeah.
They're as follows. Say, Eric, do you know why the lights dim every night down in Washington, D.C.?
Oh, why?
They dim because someone down there keeps switching on his electric golf cart. Then I get into the meat of the thing with electric golf carts.
Yeah.
What a surprise it can be when people with wet hands turn on the switch.
Yeah.
And then
thank you for being with us, Eddie. Ha-ha, Bostwick, and thank you too, Eric. And I'd like to express my gratitude to your manager, Florence Nightingale, for making it possible for you to appear here. Good night. Come in, Greasebit.
Oh, Greasebit.
Greasebit. I guess he's gone home. Well, I guess that would do it for today. Until tomorrow, this is Ray Goulding reminding you to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your tongue.
For instant facts and fun, America listens most to the CBS Radio Network. CBS Radio Network.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
21st Precinct, a.k.a. 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953 to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer, writer, director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloan for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to Deputy Inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins, and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between 5th Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill, and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.